How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good. Today, we're going to talk about a story. And this story is called Pancakes for Breakfast. Have you had pancakes before?
Yes.
Yes. Are they good?
Mm-hmm. I like pancakes.
Yeah, me too.
Mhm.
I would have them every morning if I could. So, here are some pictures from the book. Let's see. Let's look over them real quick. Make sure you know all the words. So, there's a stack of pancakes.
Okay.
Right? Do you know what this is called that she's wearing around her waist?
A dress?
She's wearing a dress, but to keep her dress clean, she's wearing an apron. That white thing is. Do you want? Or here, I'll write it for you. That's an apron.
Okay.
So she's putting on the apron. And here, what is this?
A book?
A book of, it's how to make.
Recipes?
Yeah, recipes. And so it has ingredients in here. Ingredients are what? Like eggs, flour, sugar, things you put in and mix to make pancakes.
Okay.
Or any food. So, ingredients. So those are ingredients. She's looking at a list of ingredients. And what do you think she's doing in this picture?
Pretty little.
It's pretty small, yeah.
She's shaking something.
Maybe
They're putting ingredients in.
Yeah. It looks like that's some flour there. Maybe that's
sifting. She's sifting.
Oh yeah, sifting. That's a good word. You already know that. So she's sifting the flour, and she doesn't have any eggs. So what's she doing in this picture?
Getting eggs from her chickens.
Yeah. All right. And how about these pictures? So, do you know what this is called?
A cow?
Okay, this is a cow, but what she's doing, she's getting milk, so we call that milking.
Okay.
That's a verb.
Milking.
And so she's milking a cow here, and looks like she has all of the ingredients, her butter, her eggs, her flour, but she's missing something. Do you know what that is? It's really small. It's maple syrup.
Oh.
Yeah, maple syrup is very, very sweet. And you pour it.
Does it taste like sugar?
Yes. You put it on top of your pancakes.
Oh, okay.
It's very sticky.
Is that like a maple tree?
Yeah. It's a syrup. It comes from a maple tree.
Okay.
Yeah. So she does not have any maple syrup. It's a little bit slow. Whoops. There we go. So, what is she doing here?
She's cooking pancakes.
But as she's walking, what is she doing? she's maybe thinking.
Thinking about making the pancakes and maybe eating the pancakes.
It's a big stack of pancakes. And what is she doing in this picture?
She's talking to a man with a jug.
Yeah, and he has. Do you remember what that's
Maple
called?
syrup.
Yeah. So he says new maple syrup for sale. Oh no. What happened to this picture?
The cat got into the milk.
Yeah, the cat is licking the
Making a
milk.
mess.
Yeah, and the dog ate the eggs, and she threw the syrup on the floor. It's a mess.
She's unhappy.
Okay, so we're going to use this story to make sentences about the story in different tenses. So do you remember we have the simple past, and you have already learned these, so this is review. The simple past, do you remember what that was? It was like
she went to get syrup. She made pancakes.
She made pancakes. And then there's the
She
past.
screamed at the cat.
Yeah. Do you want to write that one down?
Okay.
Nice. And then we have the past progressive. And do you remember what that is? It's like she was
screaming at the cat.
Yeah, with the ing. She was blank.
She was going to get syrup. She was making pancakes. She was screaming at the cat.
Yeah, exactly. Good job. And then we have the past perfect. Do you remember the past perfect? That was she had been. She had, let's see, not been. She had blank. So she had walked. Or she
walked to get syrup. She had made pancakes.
So it's kind of like this is now, right? This is the simple past. And this is an event. This is something that happened before the simple past. So the past perfect is way back here. So, and then, so she had walked, or she had wanted to make pancakes. Sentences like that. And then you have the past perfect progressive. Do you remember how to do that? That's like she had been
screaming.
So
ing was
ing. So the progressive and the perfect. Had and ing. And the progressive, it starts here and it continues all the way to the simple past, and sometimes to now, to the present. So,
is there something else going on with the past perfect progressive? Like she had been screaming at the cat when the mailman delivered a letter.
Yeah. So it goes, the past, remember the past perfect always goes, there has to be two things in one sentence. So there has to be a simple past and a past perfect, or a simple past and a past perfect progressive. So, sorry. While she had been thinking about making pancakes, her cat made a mess. So two events in one sentence. So let's go back to the beginning and maybe make some sentences with these tenses. So, not to the top. Okay. So, you're tired. Me too. So here, what is she doing?
She's putting on an apron.
Let's put this all into the past tense. Okay. So she was.
She put on an apron.
Yeah. She put on an apron. Here, you can write that.
Because that's the simple past, right?
Yeah.
Put on an apron.
And
she was putting past progressive.
Well, let's keep this.
Okay.
And so she's doing two things at once. She's putting on an apron, and she is
thinking about pancakes.
Yeah. So you could say
she thought about pancakes.
She probably thought about pancakes before she put on her apron, right?
Right.
Because she decided, I want pancakes, and then she put the apron on. So what had she been doing? This is the simple past, but what had she been doing? Remember, the past progressive goes with a simple past.
She was thinking about pancakes when she put on an apron.
But try to use the perfect. What had she been doing?
She had been thinking about pancakes when she put on her apron.
Yeah, so you can write that down. And so we'll make sentences like that to practice using the past perfect. Good job.
Good.
Yeah. And how about here? What was she doing?
She looked at a recipe book.
Yeah. Or, let's see. Yeah, we'll just stay with that one. She looked at a recipe book, or she was looking at a recipe book. So, what is she doing in this picture?
Collecting eggs.
Okay. So, what is a sentence you could write?
She was collecting eggs.
And then, what is the dog doing?
The dog is looking in the window. Was looking in the window. Okay.
Now, how can you put those two together?
While she was collecting eggs, the dog was looking in the window.
Yeah. So two past progressives. Or Or you could say,
While she collected eggs, the dog looked in the window, or the dog was looking in the window.
Yeah, that's good. Let's see. How about, ooh, well, maybe not this one. Actually, yeah. No, we'll go to the next one. How about this one?
She went to get syrup.
Yep, she went to get syrup. And what happened before that?
Well,
What had she noticed?
She noticed that she didn't have any syrup.
Yeah.
The syrup was empty.
So, what's a sentence you could write?
She saw there wasn't any syrup. So she went to get pancakes.
Yeah. And how can you, here, how about you write that down?
I'll say she noticed there wasn't any syrup. So she went to get some.
And how, so, which happened first? Which one happened first? Did she go and get maple syrup first, or did she notice that there wasn't any
She noticed
first?
there wasn't any syrup first.
Right. So how might you make this into a past perfect?
She had noticed there wasn't any syrup, so she went to get some.
Perfect. Yeah. Good job. I think that is about 10 minutes. Oh, that's 16.